The French Grand Prix is certainly one of the most iconic stops of the FIA Formula One World Championships. Circuit Paul Ricard in Le Castellet, south of France, has been the host circuit for the French Grand Prix since it came back to the F1 calendar in 2018. Located near the city of Marseille and quite near Monaco, another classic F1 venue, a lot of people argue that Paul Ricard should be removed from the calendar due to its poor racing. Considering that France has a lot of great circuits, including the iconic Magny-Cours, it would certainly not be a bad plan to switch. Usually, races at Paul Ricard are infamous for being rather dull ones. Not much action has gone on during the last few editions, this being the reason why many people don't want to have it on the calendar any longer. With the new regulations, though, we have been witnessing some top-tier racing, so hopefully, we will be able to watch a fantastic race in France as well for the years to come. With capacity for 90,000 spectators at the time being, Paul Ricard Circuit was inaugurated on April 19, 1970, over 50 years ago. It is made of 15 corners and features some distinctive long, colorful runoff areas with the French flag colors. It is most certainly one of the easiest circuits to identify. It has a length of 5.842 kilometers, or 3.630 miles for you American fans, and the race distance is of 53 laps. Unlike most F1 tracks, Paul Ricard has very little elevation changes. It has an elevation change of just 30 meters from the highest to the lowest point. One of the most distinctive features it has is the Mistral Straight, which is over a mile long. The French Grand Prix stayed out of the calendar for 9 years, from 2009 to 2017. Previously, Magny-Cours was the venue for the Grand Prix, hosting it from 1991 to 2008. Michael Schumacher was the king there, winning 8 of the 17 editions in that period of time, on what is still a record for most wins at a same venue, together with Hamilton's 8 wins at Silverstone. Many of you might not know, though, that Paul Ricard hosted the French Grand Prix for the first time in 1971. It was Jackie Stewart who won that race. From that year on, the circuit in Le Castellet hosted the event a few more times, alternating with other venues. Among the great drivers who have won in Le Castellet, apart from Lewis Hamilton and Max Verstappen, Niki Lauda won in 1975, and then Alain Prost and Nigel Mansell won in multiple occasions. Talking about the French Grand Prix in general, it is Schumacher who has the most wins with 8, and Ferrari is the most successful constructor, with 17 wins to date, being Felipe Massa, in 2008 the last winner for the Scuderia in France. The surface of Paul Ricard's track is not too abrasive, so strategies suggested by Pirelli are usually one-stoppers. Pilots will have to be careful, though, as an excursion to the runoff area might damage their tires very much, as it is painted with some special paint to slow cars down, to avoid them crashing with the walls. We will have to see how the new regulation cars adapt to the circuit, as well as the new 18-inch tires. Even though a one-stop strategy is the most likely, it will very likely depend on how the race unfolds, especially for the leaders. In 2021, it was, ironically, a 2-stop race for Max Verstappen, who went on to take the win. That time, Red Bull went for an alternate strategy, bringing Max in for a second stop, dropping 18 seconds behind Hamilton, with just enough time to charge back and win the race 2 laps away from the checkered flag. The south of France is characterized for its great weather, so it is not very likely that we will see any rain on the Grand Prix. I would still recommend you check the weather forecast before the race in any case. I don't want you to blame me for getting wet if it eventually rains. Considering the event takes place in the middle of the European summer, if you are planning to attend to the race, don't forget to take some water with you to keep hydrated. It is now time to hear from you. Do you have any memories from the French Grand Prix? Would you like this race to stay in the calendar? Why or why not? In case you don't want, what venue would you like as a replacement? Let us know in the comments section below. We'll be reading you. If you have watched until the end and enjoyed the video, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel so as not to miss any of the future uploads. As always, there is a lot of great content coming. For now, thank you very much for watching until the end, and we'll see you on the next one.